Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 6 of Direwolf20's ATM9 to the Skies Let's Play series, where today I'm, checking in on my stuffs here. Got a healthy amount of resources going on, nothing too terrible. I wanted to call out that I've just updated the pack, and Draconic Evolution was at the pack. How cool is that? I didn't even know Draconic Evolution was around anymore. Like, that's cool, right? I was unawares that Draconic was still around. Like I thought maybe so I have to like check this out. Was this like recently revived? Is it like a four? I don't know. It's cool though, right? So yeah, hey, exciting Draconic Evolution, and definitely some like new stuff here. Like I don't recognize these dudes. I don't recognize some of this stuff. So I'm assuming that Draconic is like, not easy to get into though, right? Like Draconium ore doesn't have any so Draconium ingots, maybe essences, we'll figure it out. Draconium dust, sieve at the diamond or netherite tier with crushed endstone. Cool. Okay. So, hey, excited about that, right? How cool. How cool is that? In today's episode, I'd like to work towards automating resources as quickly as possible. That's kind of my plan, right? So like last episode we got into mechanism, we automated lava, we automated soul sand. Like we're really doing like a heavy duty bit of automation here, and that's the trend I'd like to continue. And let's also, follow along with some quests, because there's a few things that I have to hand in here. Obviously killed some zombies, let's see, and there might be new quests by virtue of the fact that like we've updated the pack too. So something dank stuff, that's cool. Food and farming. Yeah, I'm guessing because I updated the pack, there might be, a few things going on that I could benefit from. All good. So, this is my, like, miscellaneous modded chest, right? I've got my dang full of resources, because I did some of that in episodes, obviously. Cool. Okay. Yeah, you guys hang out in there. I'm trying to keep my inventories automated. Now, by way of Project E chests, right? Alchemical chests, it costs a single diamond, but like they're really big. I might upgrade some of these things to like alchemical chests rather than going the route of iron chests. We'll have to find out what happens with that plan. So let's see where we are in the chapters, right? So in getting started, like we've pretty much cleared everything out here for the most part. Though copper ore hammer, I feel like I made one of those, didn't I? I feel like I made one of those. So we should like make another one of those. Oh, good, it's raining. Even better is it's nighttime and it's raining. Do I have a bed yet? Do I have a bed yet? Have I not yet made a bed? It feels like something I should have made by now, yeah? Yeah, that seems cool. How have I not made a bed? I'm like super confused by the fact that I haven't made a bed yet. But also, it's me. So, maybe not all that surprising. Okay, so might just whip up another copper ore hammer. I'm sure I've got... How did you get in there? You don't belong there, you belong over here. Okay. Copper ore hammer. Just need a couple of you. And then that. So is that gonna... There we go. Nice. Squeezer. Quadruple ores. Place ores inside this thing and jump on it to squeeze the ore into 2 raw ores sometimes. Give it a redstone signal to reset after you squeeze. Hint. Place some armor stands on top. Yeah, I don't like the... I hate having to do that. That doesn't sound like fun to me. I don't want to do that right now. Maybe later. Maybe once we get to like automated squeezers, that might be cool. You can make more dirt using gravel and dirt to make coarse dirt than tilling it with a hoe to make farmland. That's cool. Okay. Not particularly urgent. So into chapter 2 now, right? So, we kind of delved down into this chapter area, right? We've got the crazy loot. That's the Project E quest line. We can get into the Igneous Extruder if we need to get maybe ice, it looks like. And then using our power up here. But this is really what I wanted to kind of get to, was Skyblock Automated. So I think what I'm going to do is prioritize automating like the sieve and all that stuff, right? So something like this getup. And then once we have that automated, then we could work towards like refined storage or applied energistics, right? And really start breaking out. So like I want to automate resource production, then get into better storage, like probably AE2. And then from there, we can really kind of branch out and do whatever we want. Does that sound like a plan? Okay, so let's do it. So having an igneous extruder, you should know about this. The igneous extruder can generate many useful stones for crushing. You must physically place the blocks on the sides and below it, so you will place this between lava and water. It will make cobble. As always, check JEI for what you can make with this machine. So it's telling me it's an important one. I should probably consider that to be true. Constant tin can come from what? Is there a mechanism-y way to make constant tin? There's an Ender IO-y way to make constant tin. Constant tin dust. Just nickel and copper, which I suspect I need a crusher for. Have I made a crusher yet? Enrichment, metallurgic infuser, energized smelter. We should probably make a crusher so we can get some, you know, crushing going on. Yeah, that seems cool. All right, let's get into that a little bit. So I'm going to borrow some of you, and we're going to get some resources going. So we could probably use a little bit more iron. Probably a little bit more redstone. See if we can at least get this ball rolling. Ooh, and 2 buckets of lava. Not a big deal. And we just need some steel and some osmium. Yeah, we can get an osmium. And then steel would be this guy, right? That should be cool. Now, how'd I do with my dank? I've got, you know, a healthy amount of resources in here. I should probably sieve a little bit more. But I'll do that, you know, when I get there. Speaking of, how's my time in a pothole? Oh, good, there is one. Haha, netherite. Not terrible. We'll get there. Maybe some speed upgrades. Or I should probably do a tier upgrade. That's what I should really be doing. That's what I should really be doing. I can do that, right? Yeah, this one is what? Osmium and a redstone-y dude? Okay. I got osmium, and I got redstone. Start with you, that many. And then you can go right back in. And then if I got myself a tier installer, that would be nice. And then you can split auto sort, and that makes things way faster. Same for you. Auto split. Nice. Cool. Definitely better. And then maybe one more for the smelter. Yeah, we're a little bit low on iron. No surprise there. Always low on iron. That's all right. I'll sieve off camera in a few minutes and fix that up. But hey, speaking of, we got some rewards going on here, so that's cool. That's cool. That's a good time. Nice. Ah, look! Very excited for Draconic Evolution. I haven't played that mod in a really long time. I'm just saying, it's been a long time since I played Draconic Evolution, right? Hey, we got some iron ore. Sweet. Well, speak of the devil. That's right. I want to break you and then Warhammer you. And then I can smelt you up. Okay. So we'll get our crusher set up, and this will allow us to get Constantine blend from this dude, right? And I've got another Warhammer in here. So I'm going to need 2 buckets of lava, which we have an infinite amount of now, so that's cool. And then we've got our crusher. Nice. Now, did I leave energy pipes in here? Yes. There you go, Crusher. Nice. All right, so we're ready to make Constantin gear, which we should be probably thinking about doing right now-ish, right? But hey, Crusher, steel, nice. So let's get this Igneous Extruder going, just because the quest wants me to do it, and I kind of want to, like, make sure I get all the rewards. That's the one thing about doing a quest book, is, like, you have to finish the previous quest before you can get into the next ones. So we might as well do it. I'm suspecting there's a good reason it's here, but also it'll let me, like, get the rewards from beyond, right? So, you know, that's where my thought process is. So Igneous Extruder needs some Invar, which is going to be heavy on iron, which I know I don't have a ton of. So let's just get what iron we have out of here. That's silver? That looks like iron to me. I might have, like, already gotten all my iron out of here because I really wanted iron. Yeah, we're going to definitely need more iron. All right, let me get some more iron, and then we'll be back. Cool. All right, be right back. All right, upgraded my smelting factory, got myself some more stuff. That's pretty exciting. Now let's try this thing out. So can I, like, target steak? And then just throw a whole bunch of cobblestone in there? That's kind of cool. So for, like, each stack of cobblestone, I basically get a piece of steak. Because, yeah, 64 EMC, right? So, and 1 EMC each, so a stack is 64. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'm down with that. Neat. So that's cool that that's working. All right, now Constantin would be copper and a nickel, right? Dust. So what we're going to want to do is copper and nickel in the crusher, right? Does 6 sound cool? I think so. That's going to be some more steaks for me. Nice. Really need to get speed upgrades, don't I? That said, I'm hoping... Yeah, I seem to be keeping up with power demands a little bit. Like, one of these machines running and we're okay. I guess if I had, you know, multiples, because you're using, what, 60? I guess you're cool. And you're producing, what, 34? So, like, our storage inside the generator is dropping, as you can see here, right? But then when it's done running, you know, we're fine. And then you guys combine into some Constantin, which I'm sure I'll need some more of later, right? Sweet. Okay. And then we'll just need a servo and some Invar, right? So that'll be the next one that we have to deal with. So Invar would be nickel and iron, right? We'll do 6 of you. Is that cool? Okay. I'll come back when it's done crafting. Alright, so the Igneous Extruder, the purpose of this must be for something other than cobblestone. Because, like, we already have cobblestone going on, right? And lots of it. Much faster than the Igneous Extruder would normally be able to handle. Do I not have nuggets handy? I guess not. So what we're going to want to do is figure out exactly what resources this Igneous Extruder gets me that would be super useful. Well, that's cool. And now, do you use up the lava to make that? Because, like, this one, I don't think it consumes the lava. So if we have a magma block under it, it makes stone. We can get basalt, we can get blackstone, we can get netherrack with witch water. That's cool. Was that, like, a thing we could do previously? I forget. Cobbled deep slate, dark stone, deep slate, kivy. Okay. And then you... Okay, neat. Alright, so that's good to know. So we're going to hang on to that dude until we figure out exactly what we need for it, right? You can get ice by mixing a snowball and water in a barrel. Alternatively, you can use the easiest method. Alchemistry, pump water into an atomizer, and then use a compactor or go through a little bit of a tangent. If you choose snowballs, I suggest the entropy manipulator from Applied Energistics 2. Sweet. I'm guessing there's, like, a hint, like, that's a hint, right? Like, we should be doing something with ice here. So maybe, like, basalt or black stone, or deep slate or dark stone, or deep slate or kibby. I don't know. We'll see. So like, what's the deal? Is there anything particularly useful about this? Like, is there some kind of like sieving recipe that I'm not getting? Not quite sure. So that gets me more basalt. I don't know. I assume there's something important for it, especially because, like I said, it came from it came like right before this chapter, right? And there's a thermal thingy. Ooh, thermal loop pad, fluid ducts. Nice. That's cool. Okay, now on to now. There's obviously a bunch of stuff that we like side branches and whatnot that we skipped, right? But we will certainly come back to superheating element. I already did this, didn't I? Yep. I'm guessing because I updated the pack, right? Yeah, I've updated the pack, so some of the quests probably got like redone, right? I wonder if you are going to be recognized. Oh, good, you are. Sweet. Beautiful. That completes that quest. Looking good. All right. Yeah, because I updated the pack, there's like quests and whatnot. Ooh, did you know? You can use emeralds to make tools and armor, just like you would with diamonds, except these are even better. That actually is interesting, because I've got like, I feel like a lot of emeralds. I might be wrong. Okay. Now let's get into this stuff. So the custom autosieve mob, it's slow without upgrades. These machines have no output inventory. The sieve outputs to the bottom and the hammers output to the front. Both auto output, so you can have an entire system built without any pipes. Note, these machines will not run without space in the output inventory, and the diagram below uses pipes as an example for item transfer. It will not work if built like the diagram without proper filtering. Bad diagram. So basically, I got you. So we don't need pipes, right? Because they'll auto output to the inventory. So let me do this. I'm going to make these off camera. So like the flux sieve, which I assume is any sieve, and iron and iron and iron. So lots of iron, right? And then the flux hammer, which needs a diamond hammer and some more iron and iron and iron. So lots of irons. But that'll get me my very first bit of automation. And then we can get into upgrades, which apparently make this like way better. And flux compactor compacts all chunks into ores, just like the sieve. This machine auto outputs the bottom. Oh, that's cool. Compacting, this will compact everything in a chest or backpack. Ore chunks become ores and diamonds, emerald. Oh, that I like that idea. That's a good idea. And then crafting tier 3. This is another way. Okay. Cool. I like it. All right, so let me make some of these things off camera, and then we'll be right back. And I should also figure out how to store some experience, because that would be cool. So like an obelisk or something that I can store stuff in. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Thermal usually has like an EXP gem, crystal, something or other. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Look, I've got a thing here. So let's recap on exactly how these machines work, right? So the sieve outputs to the bottom, and the hammers output to the front. So I'm assuming what we're going to want to do is like cobblegen to hammer to sieve to compacting chest. So between the cuts here, I made the compacting upgrade from sophisticated storage. I made an oak copper chest because I didn't want to waste iron on an iron copper chest. And that sounds cool, right? So like, let's reverse build this, right? So I'm gonna have the chest. I think I can just put it here, right? And then you're gonna be on top, and then you're gonna be like this. Oh my goodness, that is not at all what I thought it was gonna look like based on the model in the hand. The hand model looked very different. Like there's like a, yeah, okay. And then you there? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So like now you're working, right? So, and are you outputting to the bottom? Or do you output to the top? You output to the top, don't you? Okay. So you come here. Oh, and between the cuts here, look at my pickaxe. Oh, it's repaired. Guess what I made? Repair talisman. Super cheap. And like it just literally repairs things for free. Like you can't go wrong with it, right? So actually, I think it goes like this, right? And then you'll output to the top. Is that right? Oh, yeah, look at that. Cobblestone. Okay. So remember, it's slow without speed. Oh, we need flux. Okay, so we need flux for both things. Okay, that is good to know. So what should we do there? Should we do, because I do want this over here. Should I make another windmill? I feel like a windmill would be cool, right? I feel like a windmill could be cool. Yeah. I like how compact that is. Like, look at that. That's super cool. If I'm right about this, that's going to be clutch. So a windmill, right? Or not a windmill. What's it called? Wind generator. Okay, is going to be some osmium, infused alloy, basic control circuits, more infused alloy, which is iron. So we've got, you know, some of these things. We might need a little bit more iron and or osmium. You can see I was doing a lot of off-camera work to get myself all ready. Look how many resources I have. It's great. Cool. So let's get some more of you, which is osmium in the redstone zone, right? That seems cool to me. And how about an enrichment chamber? I feel like that could benefit from another tier upgrade. There you go. And split. And cool. Okay. So now for the wind generator, we're going to need 2 of these. Need some gold. Whoops. 1, 2. Yes, I see you, Spider. I'm very excited that you can sneak your way out of my little mob farm over there. My little half-implemented mob farm. Enriched redstone goes in here. Okay. And then wind generator is good to go. Okay. Now remember, the wind generator itself has a little bit of a power buffer, and then my energy cables will also have a power buffer. So I don't think we need a battery over here just yet. That's interesting. Okay. So, like, toss some of this extra cobble. That's enough, right? So how about the wind? Maybe, do I want the wind generator to like have its own little section? I think what I'm gonna do is this. You ready? So I'm just gonna stick the wind generator here, and then we can have these guys branch out like that. Does that sound cool? And then in front of there is where I'll have this dude, and then the flux hammer, which I don't know that it matters what direction is like front, but like, yeah, like that. And then the sieve will sit there, and in the chest, and you're going to get the compacting upgrade, and the settings will compact anything, works in GUI as well. I like that. Okay, so then I'll put these extra cobbles in here, and then like you're building up flux, and then you should be crushing the gravel, and then you're building up flux, and then you should like be getting stuff and outputting to the bottom, right? Theory? Mesh required. Oh, okay, yeah. Good call. Should we get like a good mesh? Because like I think we've got some diamonds now. Diamond mesh sound like a plan since we're automating it? I think so. Like we're pretty good on diamonds. I can do a diamond mesh. So we're gonna want a bunch of string. Okay. And then iron and gold and flint probably. Which I have like a stupid amount of flint. So you're gonna be string mesh, flint mesh, iron mesh, gold mesh, diamond mesh. Quest completed. Check drops. All right. So back in chapter 1, right? Check drop. Sometimes lower tier meshes drop certain loot more than higher tier meshes. Make sure to check drop rates in JEI. So for example, like let's look at gravel because that's like the first one I'm doing, right? Right. So with flint, and then gold versus iron. So iron starts getting me these guys. Gold will get me raw gold in addition to everything else, kind of. Is there anything I'm not getting here? And then diamond, it looks like cuts down on some stuff, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I can't super tell, but I'll still get iron chunks, which is really what I'm after. Hey, there we go. Nice. And then you're going into here, aluminum ore chunk, right? And what should be happening is you're gonna, yeah, you're gonna compress those. That looks good. Now, can this flux sieve do like compressed gravel? Because that's really the question, right? Here's what I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna break you for a sec, CobbleGen. Because if you guys can do compressed versions of things, that would be cool. Okay. So I'm just going to take you out of there, and I'm going to throw this in. Does that work, Flux Hammer? Upgrades can be added to increase the number of items. Yeah, I don't think compressed works in here. Okay, that's fair. It was worth checking. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely gonna want to get. Yeah, that looks cool. So once we get enough junk in here, we should be in a really good place. Okay. And I feel like, having a few. Like, that way I don't have to walk all the way around, right? There's no harm in connecting all that stuff. Sweet. Okay. Where did this raw iron come from? Didn't I just process? Oh, you know what? I think my hammer. Yeah. One downside is the repair talisman can't repair the ore hammers. It's a shame. It's a big old shame, let me tell you. But I managed. All right, so now let's look at these upgrades, right? So that's all cool. Now I can get into the upgrades for these dudes. So gold upgrade, and then probably want the diamond upgrade if I can. Oh, that's expensive. Oh, like not terribly, but what's this item up here? Oh, it's just green dye. Okay, that's not terrible. Cyan terracotta, no matter what. And then any glass. But it has to be cyan terracotta, which needs cyan dye, and terracotta, which needs, smelted clay, which I think we can do, right? Welcome to power. Apparently I just welcomed myself to power. Let's do 4 to start. I feel like would be cool, right? Because our thing to make here, actually we're gonna need 8, right? Yeah, we're gonna in total need 8, because that's what we need to make. Yeah. And cyan dye can come from apatite, if I happen to have any yet. I don't think I can get the apatite, have I? I think so. I don't think so. Or I could just do, cactus and blue dye, which I think is what I'll probably wind up doing. Do I not have cactus yet? Mycelium, melon. Cactus comes from sieving sand in a string mesh. Did I not set? Oh my goodness, what is going on over there? So that's a thing that's happening, isn't it? That's an interesting thing that's happening, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little interesting. I don't know what that's about. But what I will do is snag some sand from over here. See, I automated. I got this to be muted, by the way. I think the pack update fixed the it not having a sound thing, which is a big thank you to the ATM team for fixing that, because I was not a fan of being unable to mute those things. Am I like the wrong mesh here? Oh yeah, I am. Look at that. Flint mesh does not get you cactus. Look at that. Okay, that's good to know. String mesh will get me cactus. How about diamond? Does diamond get me cactus? It does not. Okay. So iron mesh will get me cactus. So here's what I'm thinking. What I'm going to do with this random pottery shard. You go over here for the time being. I don't know what you're even about. And these nuggets can go away. This tin can go away. Okay. And then a little bit of string, which I can get more of if I grow my tree and do the stuff, right? Silkworm. There you are. Now, does string have EMC? It does. So you know what? Never mind, Silkworm. I ain't doing you. I ain't doing Silkworm. What I'm doing is EMC. Look at that. Okay, cool. What else has EMC at the moment in my inventory? You know what I can snag for EMC is this. Nail's dust. That's like a nice kind of like burst of EMC, kind of. There you go. And then you get upgraded to that. And then you can get upgraded to that. And then I'm just going to make a quickie sieve. What about oak? Oak logs have EMC, but I think I'm better off just growing for that purpose. Okay, now this one I'm gonna do separately, like over here. And then I can put my sand in that. And then we can just hope to get cactus. So I should get cactus from this, right? Cactus, string, or iron mesh will get me cactus. And they're about the same chance, but I get extra things from here. I'll come back when I get the cactus that I need. But I think I just got cactus. I did, and I actually just got appetite. So there you go. There you go. I'm going to replace you with cactus. That's kind of cool. All right, so you come over here. I'll let the cactus grow for a bit. Ooh, I even got some kelp. But that means that I now have access to cyan dye directly, which is kind of... You guys can go away. I don't know what dead bushes are going to be used for, but I feel like I should hang on to stuff until I figure out what to do with them, right? You never know. You never know. Okay, how's my terracotta doing? I assume that's done by now. Of course it is. All right, so let's get this gold upgrade, right? So, oh, I just need... Oh, that's right. I need cyan terracotta, right? But then I do need a green dye. And since I need a green dye... I can do this. Just hold left click and keep tapping shift. That works. Melt it up. How am I for quests, by the way? Something somewhere. Oh, that's right, power. Put you in my modded chest. Okay. Then just a bunch of glass and we're cool. Okay. So that's neat. Do more at once. Now, presumably, once I get into... So how much is that going to do? 2 at once? Okay. I mean, that's not terrible. Now, can I put 2 of these in here at once? I think I can. I think that's the way it works, is you can... And then once you get to the 4th one, you're better off like upgrading it, right? So you can do 1 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, and then next here. So I can absolutely do this, and this will do 4 items at once, with an RF cost of 32, right? And then this guy is also probably sitting here at an RF cost of 32, and you're producing 34, so I suspect this is going to be a net loss on power as a result. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I wonder if that's like... So that says RF per tick, or RF cost per item, processing time. Got it. Okay, so yeah, we are probably net losing here. Oh, but look at all the resources we're getting. How cool is that? Not too shabby. All right, so automated-ish, but we definitely need better power gen, right? Because I think we're going to wind up losing power here. So we should absolutely be looking at what I can do for power. Now, luckily, I just got into power, which is a good time, right? Now, and also recommended the Magmator, which is a very good option for starting power gen, right? Yeah, more power of the back dynamo. So, like, we should compare these two and see, because the Magmator will probably be the basic one. I remember not being great, so that generates 20 RF per tick, and this dude generates. I don't know how much it generates per tick, but I feel like it's less. Well, it's probably more, but then the Magmator might be easier to upgrade to the next tier, and we can get up to like 80 RF per tick. So even at basic tier, Magmator is pretty good. And I think obviously Magmator is like lava power is the way you do Skyblocks, right? Like it's just how it goes. Now that said, we could also get into like the bio generator too, which could be cool. I guess you're not going to tell me how much RF per tick you make, but... Oh, 280 FE per tick. Does this tell you? Yeah. Cool. I agree. So, like, I think this is the way we should go, is Magmator. So how about we wrap up the episode here, come back next time. In between episodes, I'm going to prep to make the Magmator. So for that, we're going to need dielectric paste, basic capacitors, dielectric casings, and then to upgrade this dude, we're going to need basic capacitors, because tiny capacitors, that's just 2 of them anyway. And then some iron, some more dielectric casing, and then from there, we're going to need hardened. But like that'll start me with 80 RF a tick, which should be like, you combine that with the windmill, and we'll be fine for power gen here, for the time being. At least until we get to higher tier of gold upgrades, right? So now, wrapping up point. Dial 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. More automation coming up, because we're going to want to repeat this process for both, probably at least for dust. Generally speaking, I haven't seen a need to automate sand in Skyblocks usually. Usually you don't need to automate sand. Because it usually is like a bunch of stuff that's not super important, right? Like if we look through here, there's probably very few things in here that I like super duper need. Though Certus is in here, so if we want to get into, yeah, like how do I get Certus? Yeah, sieving sand. Now that said, we can also like do the Certus bud growth things. So like once we get our first few Certus, that's a thing that we could do, right? So I could like start with Certus. I don't think I need to do it that way. So yeah, we'll see what happens. For now, wrapping up point. Dial 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed it. At the very least, we're going to want to do this, but with dust. But like, look how much good stuff we're already getting. I love it. Like we already got 7 iron ore. Sweet. All right. Wrapping up point. Dial 20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know the deal. This should bump it up to 8, right? Yeah. Take it easy.